All right, so we won't be talking Game of Thrones here. I'm not a fan.
Okay.
But you watched it on HBO Go?
HBO Go, yeah. I watched it early. I can't really wait.
So,
Twitter spoils it.
what do you expect? What are your expectations for the spring game?
I just, from my kind of viewer's perspective, that's kind of the role I'll be taking the spring game. I just want to see a lot of a good level of competition between our younger guys. You know what I mean? They've been making huge strides in practice all spring, and so I think the biggest thing is just going to be watching to see them compete. See how they deal with a game time situation, and that's always a lot of fun to see. Because a lot of these guys have never really seen a game before. It's more amped up than a scrimmage, that's for sure, and that's really all they've done between fall camp and spring ball, especially the red shirts. So it's going to be interesting to see them in game situation.
What guys are you looking to step up specifically?
I'm looking for, my roommate Andre. He's been doing a really great job, especially in my absence this spring ball, and I'm really looking for him to kind of step up big time on the left side there. And also, Sam Kemp, his position shift, I'm looking to see him make some plays, and do well there. And there's a few other guys, a few of our new guys. I'm excited to see how Telly does. It's the first time he's learned the offense this spring. And I'm excited to see how him does. And I think the person I want to succeed the most, I think, is Johnny Lloyd, though. You know what I mean? I love the story. I love him coming to play football. And I think everybody wants to see him succeed, so I'm excited to see him play.
And how has John been progressing? What kind of actual contribution do you think he'll make?
He's a speedy guy. That's the thing. And his work ethic is off the charts. And that's the thing. He's taken about 4 or 5 years off football. So everyone's going to come back a little bit rusty, dropping some passes here and there. But that just comes with, he stays after every single day and catches extra with Nate Costa and a couple of the other receivers, and he puts in all the extra work he needs to. And, his consistency really came up, and I think he's going to be making some big plays in the spring game.
How much have you seen the receivers really trying to adjust after Braylon's loss?
I've seen a lot of people step up. Keenan, I wouldn't say Keenan stepped up because he's always been up there. He's always driving the guys, and I think he's the most vocal leader on the receiver corps right now. And, you got the younger guys. You got Chance Allen stepping up a lot, and everybody's kind of trying to come back from injuries, and that's in that position group right now. But, you got a lot of young guys making plays. Dwayne Stanford, he's killing it right now, and, I think they're all going to be making some good plays this spring.
Does the offense change? Does it become more run-oriented?
I haven't really been able to tell too much. I think all our practices, our plays are pretty much scripted until our game situations that we do at the end. But yeah, I haven't really noticed too big of a switch from our passing to running. I think it's still pretty much even like it's always been.
How much more important are the running backs this spring?
I think it's it's an amped up competition this year. You know what I mean? Last year you had DeAnthony still here, and Byron was taking up most of the reps, but then Thomas Tyner's being thrown into the mix. And I think it's a big competition between Thomas and Byron right now. Both of them obviously are great running backs. I feel like they're extremely similar in skill and the way they play. And I think that's going to be a really interesting battle to watch during the game. I think for fans, it's going to be fun.
Is there one or the other that's been standing out to you?
Not necessarily. That's the thing. Because like I said, I don't really look for specifics. I just look for who made that play. You know what I mean? I kind of treat it like a spectator sometimes. Once it gets to the skill positions, because I don't really know what I'm doing there. But they, as far as I could tell, they're both making great cuts, great reads, and they're both just trying as hard as they can to be that starter. So, they both got a lot of work cut out to beat each other out.
How's your knee feeling?
It feels great. It's I think 3.5 or almost 4 months out of surgery. 3.5 out of surgery right now. And, I'm jogging around, doing a ton of rehab, and haven't really had to deal with any swelling or anything like that, so it's been good.
So what percent would you say out of 100 you are?
I have no idea. It's really hard. It's kind of a hard question to say, It's kind of like you forget what it's like running at 100%, you know what I mean? So you don't really know how far you are away. I'm on schedule, though, I'll say that.
Okay, so are you gonna play on Saturday?
Yeah, that's my goal. Or not this Saturday, no. No, I'm not playing spring ball, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tyler, you've had 13 practices to watch these guys. I'm curious, the red shirts, some of the new guys that are competing, do you think you're accomplishing, or were they accomplishing what they wanted to do in the spring so far?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a couple guys that might learn a little slower than others. A couple guys that take coaching a little differently. But everybody, as far as the offensive line goes, everybody's made great strides in their mental game and their, all their technique stuff out on the field. And like I said, everybody's come a long way, I think, this spring.
I'm hearing the defense kind of chirping a lot, like maybe they're getting the upper hand a lot of the spring ball so far against the offense. Has that sort of been what you're saying?
I think yes and no. They've given us, I think, better looks this spring than they have in springs past. That's for sure. you know, they're big guys. They're really competitive, and yeah, they're definitely making a lot of plays this spring, and that's something I've kind of noticed. Yeah.
You feel confident in the depth you're seeing in the offensive line developing?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, like I said, we have 3 starters that are kind of sketchy right now as far as injuries go, and you know, the guys that have come in to fill in have just not really lost a step. You know, they've picked up right where we left off, and they're just doing big things. You know, so they're going to be, when everybody's kind of healthy and ready to go for season, we're just going to have a lot of depth at those positions.
Did you participate in the draft that you guys had?
No, I did not. I was not involved in that.
But it sounded like it was pretty good, though.
Yeah, it sounded like it was a lot of fun. That's for sure. Yeah, I think it was just I think it was Marcus, Ifo, Hronis, and Tony Washington that participated as far as the players went. So,
Sweet.
yeah, they were our coaches.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you. Thank you.